Good afternoon, everyone. If we all are here, let's get started. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for making time for this meeting. Today, we're here to discuss a very important issues, the evaluation and potential reduction of our sales travel budget. As you know, our current annual travel allocation is close to $2 million. In today's economic environment, we need to look at smarter ways to allocate our resources. One option we'll be considering is how we might shift from traditional face-to-face meeting to more cost-effective alternative like email updates, virtual presentation, or video conferencing. Okay, but unfortunately, in this meeting, Mr. Ardian from Product Development couldn't join us today due to a prior scheduled visit with a key vendor. But he has submitted a short note expressing his general support for exploring digital alternative, as long as customer satisfaction is maintained. Okay, before diving into today's topic, let's quickly recap our last meeting. We finalized the Q4 product launch strategy and outlined demo plans across our key market in Southeast Asia. Several departments also committed to timelines for content delivery and sales enablement. Today, we focus on not on what we deliver, but how we deliver it and whether we can do it more efficiently. So, here the agenda for today. We will explore the potential to reduce our travel expenses without sacrificing sales performance. Everyone is encouraged to share their views. And let's keep our contributions clear and to the point so we can hear from multiple voices. And let's start with Miko. For Miko, what's your view from a sales leadership perspective?
Alright, thank you, Valen. So, from a sales standpoint, personal interaction are vital, especially in market like ours, where relationships are key. So, meeting clients in person creates a sense of trust and commitment. It also gives us the chance to observe subtle cues and gain insights that don't come through a screen. I do understand that we need to cut costs, but we need to be careful not to damage relationships that took years to build. In some cases, one successful in-person meeting can unlock deals worth hundreds of thousands. But also, let's not forget that body language, presence, and informal conversation often lead to deeper discussion and loyalty.
Thank you, Miko. I completely understand your points, and I agree that relationship building is critical. However, based on recent campaign results, we notice that many of our existing clients are increasingly responsive to online engagement. They often prefer a quick video call rather than scheduling a face-to-face meeting, especially for follow-ups or updates. With better planning and support materials such as well-designed digital decks and short video explainers, we can still deliver value, but in a more scalable and sustainable way. Isn't about removing all travel, it's about asking which meeting really requires physical presence and which can be done virtually without reducing impact.
I appreciate your input, Fitri, but I like to raise a concern. While some clients are open to digital communication, many are very traditional, especially in our industrial sector. Some of them don't even check their email regularly, let alone set up video calls when we make the effort to visit them. It signals our seriousness and builds credibility. That physical presence can make a difference in how we perceive. It, it, it also about internal alignment. On-site visit often give us unexpected insight from nonverbal cues or informal conversation. That's something virtual platform just can't replicate.
Sharon, I see where you are coming from. I think the key is segmentation. Not all clients require the same level of touch. For example, newer clients or key account may need more attention, while legacy accounts might be okay with digital touchpoints.
Okay, I agree with both of you. It's not binary issue, it is about balance. What if we work together to categorize our client types based on interaction needs and potential revenue? Then we could define which meeting must be in person and which ones could be remote. Okay, would that be acceptable as a middle ground?
Okay, so for me, that's a fair suggestion. We could create a tier system, says tier 1 for high potential or strategic client who gets quarterly visits, and tier 2 or 3 for clients who are stable and only need updates. For this, we could use Zoom or Teams, of course supported with digital brochures and interactive materials. But we also must ensure digital experience is smooth and professional. That means equipping our salespeople with the right tool and proper training.
I'm on board with that. With one condition, let's not just assume everyone on the team is ready to switch to digital channels. Some of our salespeople are excellent in person but need help in transitioning online. We'll need training sessions, guidelines on how to lead virtual meetings, and support from marketing to ensure our virtual materials are up to standard. Also, a checklist of best practice would help, so we don't lose credibility just because of poor lighting or audio during an important pitch.
Okay, that's a good point, Sharon. We can address that in the pilot program, yeah? So I propose we run a 3-month hybrid pilot program. Let's start with select a few client segments across regions, and half of the sales activities will continue with in-person meetings while the other half will use virtual methods. We will track metrics such as client satisfaction, engagement level, and of course cost savings. Based on those results, we can refine the model before a broader rollout.
Okay, excellent suggestion, everyone. And then to summarize, one, we agree to test a hybrid model for sales meetings. Number two, clients will be segmented based on value and interaction needs. Three, a 3 months pilot will begin in May, supported by training and marketing materials. And four, results will be tracked and reviewed in our next strategic review. Okay, as for the next meeting, how does maybe on Thursday, July 3rd at 2 p.m. sound?
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay, everybody agree?
Yes.
Agree.
Okay, perfect. Thank you again for your insight and cooperation. This discussion reflects the strength of our team: open, respectful, and solution oriented. The meeting is now officially closed. Thank you.